I've been selling for 8 months now, and I am making this video for the 8 months ago me, the person who hadn't taken a sales call, didn't know what questions to ask, didn't know how to ask questions, didn't know why he was asking questions, didn't know how to actually influence someone to making a commitment change. This video is for that version of me who was scared, nervous, excited, whatever you want to call it, to jump on a call and actually conduct a sales call. This video is inspired by a video I saw by Simon Squibb. His video was on about, I think, 28 years or 30 years of sales knowledge in 28 minutes or whatever it was. And I found that obviously extremely interesting, as I am new to selling myself, and by no means am I saying I know how to sell at that level yet. All I'm doing is pretty much putting my knowledge after 8 months in a video, and then in a year's time I'll make another one, and then in 3 years time I might make another one, etc, etc, etc. And obviously you can see how much I kind of grow, the level I get to in sales, and ability to influence and communicate and help people overcome limiting beliefs so they can change and get to where they want to go. And as well, the 8 months I've kind of been on this journey, I've learned so much. I'm in no way an expert on human psychology, on communication, or anything like that. These are just what I've learned. These are my genuine learnings. It will help someone who is new. I'm not saying it's the best of the best or it's going to make you a master salesperson, but it definitely will help you. It will help the old version of me, and that's who this is for. If you're new here, my name is Reese Thompson. I've been in the remote sales space for about 5 to 6 months now. I've been in entrepreneurship for about 8 months with my own business. I've been documenting the whole journey. If you like entrepreneurship, if you like selling, if you like money, if you like getting rich, I suggest you subscribe and also like this video. Now, number one, the 4-step discovery process to sell anything to anyone. There's literally 4 things you need to identify in the discovery part of a sales call. Okay, so it's the problem with what their current situation is. So you need to help identify a problem and the impact it is having on a person and their current situation. Second, you need to identify a goal and their dream reality and how it would feel to achieve that dream reality. Third, you need to identify how close they are with their current situation to achieving that goal. And I help them identify that pretty much it's not possible to achieve their goal with their current way of doing it. For example, if someone wants to make a 300 grand a year, they can't actually do that in their current job, okay, because they're limited. Help them realize how far away they are from achieving that goal with their current situation. And then lastly, fourthly, give them a consequence of inaction. Help them understand what are the consequences of not taking action, not starting that business, not learning how to trade, not investing, whatever it is. And that there is all you need to get in a discovery. If you can get their pain point and the problem and the impact it's having, the impact, if you can get their goal and the emotion tied to achieving that goal, if you can get them to realize how close they are to achieving that goal with their current situation, which is obviously very far away, and if you can get them to realize the consequences of not taking action, chances are, if you can do that, they're emotionally bought in and they're going to take action regardless of price, because the stakes of not taking action is too high. The commitment to making a change is there, regardless of price. Point number 2, actually connect with the person on the other side of the sales call. Have a laugh, have some banter, enjoy the conversation, be a human, be yourself, use your life experiences, tie into the conversation, whether it's location, whether it's a sporting team, whether it's complaining about kids and having a laugh there. Just be a human. This here is going to help drop sales resistance, so you seem like less of a salesperson. And also, there are some tough questions you do have to ask as a salesperson when people are talking about their pains, their problems, and their goals and ambitions and stuff. And it does become a little bit uncomfortable for you to ask and for that person to answer to a stranger. If you sound like a human and you just connect, have a genuine conversation, guess what? They're going to be so much more easygoing about answering these questions. It's going to feel less uncomfortable for you, and it's going to seem like you're genuinely wanting to help them, which means you're going to get better answers. It means you're actually going to get to the core of their problems rather than surface level. You're going to get to the core of their goals rather than surface level, and you're going to have a real conversation which helps them and also helps you and lets you serve them as best as you can. Number 3, sales is actually not meant to be combative. A lot of sales reps, and myself included when I first started selling, thought it looked like this. So you have your prospect, okay, the other human on the other side of the call, you have you here, and then their goal in the middle, okay? And I used to think it was them trying to get to their goal, me trying to, I guess, combat them and try and manipulate them into getting to that goal. And I had an agenda, and it was obviously I want my commission, they want to fix their problem, and it was going against each other. That's not what sales is. Sales is more, they have a problem, okay? You're on that side, they're on this side. You need to find a way, whether it's through connecting with, whether it's through dropping sales resistance, whether it's through having a bit of banter, have that problem in the middle. You're here. You need to come around that problem and get on their side. And it's you two together working towards that problem. You're helping them identify problems and goals and solutions and stuff. And you're working as a unit together to fix that problem together, not against each other. You're together working as a team to solve a problem in their life, and you have the solution for it. Number 4, pre-handle objections in the discovery part of the process. The red flags that will come up in the first part of the call, so the discovery part of the call, if you don't address them then, they are the red flags that will ultimately end the deal and they will stop the deal from going through essentially at the end of the call. The 4 main objections in B2C selling is time, it is money, it is partner, and then also fear as well. Now that I have a little bit of experience, if I hear anyone say on a call in the first part of the call, the discovery part, if they say they're a busy person, if they have a lot on their plate, they're always running around doing this, that, whatever it is, automatically I know that means at the end of the call, they will have a time objection. So when I hear that, I ask, like how much time do you actually have to dedicate to getting the right skills so you can achieve X, Y, Z per week? Oh, sweet, you've got 10 hours a week. Awesome, that's good to hear. What we do here only requires an hour a week, or an hour a day, sorry. So that way that can't come up at the end of the call because I've already killed it there. Same if anyone mentions their family, they've got a partner or kids. If they mention the slightest inkling of that, guess what I'm doing? I'm going, does your partner support you in getting the right skills so you can X, Y, Z? Yeah, of course. Or maybe it's a no. Then that way I can actually sit down and get them together and go through this together. If I can kill it there, that way it doesn't come up at the end of the call where it's obviously the most vulnerable place in the call and the easiest to lose a deal. Same with money, and then same with fear. If I see anything around mindset that might be wrong, or they think something's a scam, or they've tried stuff in the past, it didn't work for them because nothing works for them, or whatever. I try to reframe their mindset in that moment, then and there, so it doesn't come up at the end of the call when the sale is on. If you can kill objections at the start of the call, and this is something I've only started doing recently, you're not going to have to deal with them at the end. You can go straight for the sale, and objections won't come up sometimes. Obviously, it's never going to be perfect, but I've had a couple calls now where there's been no objections. They're happy to go straight through, and it's because I'm killing it at the start. Whereas in the past, I wouldn't kill it, I'd hear it, I wouldn't say anything, and then guess what happened at the end of the call? Those objections were the reason the deal didn't go through. And number 5, I'm going to give you the ultimate tonality training. When you get in this space of sales, remote sales training, etc., you'll find a lot of people are, caught up with what to say and how to say it. What tone of voice, what question, what pause will get the right answer. Here's the hack to, overcome not having good tonality, or having the problem of your tonality not doing what it wants to do and what you want it to do for you. Genuinely actually care about your prospects. Genuinely want to help your prospects. If you genuinely care, guess what? You don't need to fake your tonality. You don't need to sound like a weirdo. You can genuinely be concerned. Which means you have a genuine concern tone. You can genuinely be curious and have a genuine curious tone. You can genuinely be excited for someone, have an excited tone. And it's not fake, it's real. The prospect can feel that. They can tell when it's fake and put on, it's a bit weird, and it's like, oh, that doesn't sound like Reese. And it feels really uncomfortable doing it as well as a salesperson. So if you just genuinely actually care about your prospect, you're naturally going to feel those emotions, and it's going to come across in your speech, and you're going to get the answers you're then looking for, especially if you have connected with them and had a bit of a laugh, a bit of banter. They're going to give you the answers you want to hear. Number 6, sell the outcome, not the product or service. With the current product I'm selling, I'm not selling trading information. I am selling the outcome as a result of learning how to trade. For example, that may mean I'm selling someone time to spend with their family. I'm actually selling them on having the income to travel overseas. I'm selling someone on the ability to quit their 9 to 5 and have freedom in their life. I'm not selling them on how to trade. I'm selling them on the result learning how to trade will give them in their life, whether that's time freedom, whether that's location freedom, financial freedom, less stress, whatever it is. Okay, when I started selling, I was selling websites. I was selling the website. I wasn't selling the result of what having a website would do for this person's business. As a result, I didn't sell much. Number 7, learn how to handle objections. Even if you do pre-handle objections in the discovery phase, objections will come up, and likely they will be fear-based objections if you've handled the logistical objections in the discovery part of the call. So learn how to navigate this. Learn how to navigate the money one, learn how to navigate time ones, learn how to navigate fear objections, partner objections, etc. And become comfortable with doing it, because at the end of the call, it's obviously a make or break time for them to commit to change, and it's obviously time for them to get their bank card out and pay up the money. Okay, it's obviously It's a little bit uncomfortable for yourself at the start and also for the prospect to do as well. They're on the phone with a stranger. So get comfortable with this. That way you're not talking out of your chest like I used to do and saying, yeah, you should do it. Just making them more uncomfortable. Just learn how to objection handle, relax, talk calmly, be understanding, make suggestions, try to reframe their mindsets, try to help them overcome the logistical problems that may come up if you didn't pre-handle them, and work together towards the problem. It's not one against one, like fighting towards a different goal. You want to help them because you have a solution. Work together and be calm, be relaxed, learn to objection handle. And it'll be so much easier when you get to it and you're not sweating and stressing and heartbeat raises. Oh, I've set the price. Now let's fight and do objection handles. It's relaxed. You're helping a prospect. Calm down. It's all good. Now, that is 8 months of sales knowledge right there. I wish I could have had this video 8 months ago and listened to it and watched it and applied it. I'm not saying I'm perfect at all those things. I still sometimes might not pre-handle an objection. I sometimes may not connect with a person properly. I sometimes might be a little bit combative. I sometimes, with objection handling, I'm still learning that. These are the things I have learned over the 8 months. If you can understand them and then apply them to your sales calls, I promise you will have a lot more success in your calls and then hopefully make a lot more money and help a lot more people. If you enjoyed this video, check out this one here. If you like me, if you like the videos, subscribe just here as well. I'll see you in that video just there.